Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start because it's 2 o'clock and I only have 15 minutes, so it's a little bit, the time is a little bit tight. Okay, and it's good to see all of you, a lot of familiar faces and new coordinators. Hi, I'm Jane. Yeah, today, this 15-minute session, we're gonna talk a little bit about mental check-in. And I think like for the ETF, the ETAs right now, ETF, some of you are familiar to me that I will still be the intercultural mental health advisors. So like if you want to talk to me, you can email me and schedule a time. Yeah, hi, Allison. I'm so excited. I'm like, I heard Kevin said you guys are all over the world right now. Okay. Hope to see you soon in person. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna share my PowerPoint. Give me 1 second. Type screen. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. Um. Sorry, guys. It's a little bit. It, it's so weird. I can't share my PowerPoint. Okay. Give me 2 minutes, okay? Give me 2 minutes. You prepare lots of paper, like 5 or 6 paper, and then a marker. Okay, I'll join another one so then I can see you while I'm presenting my PowerPoint. Okay, so give me 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. So if you can see my PowerPoint, can you type like one in the chat box so I can see? Great. Cool. Okay, technical problem solved. Okay, we're here. Hi, I'm Jane. Nice to meet all of you. I'm excited to see you guys, hopefully in person soon. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about mental health check-in. And I know that some of you have heard of my speech before, so there's a few preparation before I start. The first one is during the presentation, if you fall asleep, it's okay. I'll love you the same. Okay, but if you turn your screen off, I can't check like if you're live or not. Okay, but I love you the same. Okay. The second preparation is I need all of you to prepare like some of the papers and also a marker. We're gonna have like a little activity later. Okay. And the third preparation is like everything on the PowerPoint you want a screenshot or you want a PowerPoint later, you can email me and then I can send it to you. So then you can like focus on the presentation. Okay. Sorry, I didn't put my introduce my introduction because I thought like most of you know me. I am Jane, and I am the intercultural communication mental health advisor at Fulbright. So like if you have any like career or like emotions, feelings you want to talk about, like you can have one-on-one schedule a meeting with me. or sometimes I will bring some workshops to each site. Okay, and ETF now is like more like all over in Taiwan, and I'm excited about that. Okay, today we're going to talk about three parts because I noticed that some of you changed to new sites or are still in quarantine, or like you might have like some different challenges right now, because like right now Taiwan even is safer, but there's still a lot of strict um, policies. Yeah, so there will be some challenge that all of us might be facing. And the second part, we will have a little self-rating anxiety scale, like check in with yourself. Don't worry, you don't need to share any of this information. Is just um, a part that you can know, are you anxiety overloaded? And then the third part, I will talk about like 3 plus 6 ways to face the challenge, and then also some resources for all of you. Okay, and if you have any questions, you can leave it at the chat box. I will check once in a while. If I can't answer you right away, you can email me, and then we can talk about this after the session. Okay, they cut the time like only 15 minutes, so I'll go a little bit fast. Okay, and I hope all of you prepared paper and a marker. We're gonna use it later. Okay, so it's been, I think, 2 months. 2 months, yeah, since like most of the ETA went back and come back. There's 2 months. Have a quick check-in. I want to invite you to type in the chat box anything you want to share. The first thing is, what was your happiest moment last week? And the second part is, what worries you the most last week? Okay, today is Tuesday, so like the past week, what was the happiest moment? And the second part is, what worries you the most? So like you can just type it in the chat box. Yeah, leave a message there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for example, if you're happy about coming back to Taiwan, but you're worried about you can't go through the quarantine, or like you're worried about the school is going to start soon. Yeah, like any of these happy moments or worry moments happened last week, you can just type it in the chat box. That would be great. Okay. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Aaron. Arriving safely in Taiwan. Welcome back. Thinking about what I'll do after ETF. Like if you have like some of these kind of career conversations you want someone to talk to, your current could be someone, or like I could be someone that we can talk about it too. Okay, how about other people? Feel free to check in, leave a message in the chat box. Oh, getting a cinnamon roll. I just had a cinnamon roll this morning. This is so good. Happiest moment last week was leaving the US. Oh, I'm glad you like Taiwan. Oh yeah, lots of you are going through quarantine, right? Today we'll focus, hope that can help you go through this quarantine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, going out with my dad for bonding night before leaving. Oh, that's nice. Like to have a goodbye to your family and a good bonding with them before you come to this new journey. Okay. Yeah, calling family happy, worry, quarantine, isolation. Yes. And I hope that after this 14 days, you will get lots of freedom. Right now I noticed that most of right now in Taiwan, you can eat at the restaurant. From today is Taipei, but I think like other places started already. Yeah, that's good news. So after quarantine, you won't be stuck there. The Korean meal. Oh, Korean meal sounds so good. Seeing the host family that's happy, learning to ride a scooter, that's worry. Okay, I thought that's exciting. Okay, spending time with your favorite people, that makes you happy. Leaving your favorite people, yeah, like one thing, two sides. Yeah, but I hope that you will enjoy the new cohort. Yeah, also I put that because you're moving to a new site, so there will be new people that you will meet, and sometimes this also brings anxiety too. So like I hope that today's exercise could also help all of you. Having Chinese lesson with 2 elementary school age students as a teacher, that's really cute. That's really cute. 10 moving to level 2. Oh, that's really good news. And moving to preparation, that also worries us a lot because there's a lot of uncertainty. We're going to talk about that. Yeah. So listening to new albums, that's good. Thinking about school, sad. Dinner dates with friends, getting into town safely with no problems. I'm glad that all you arrived here safely. Yeah. Order food panda, Uber Eats, happy time, seeing your family before leaving, being in quarantine. Oh, I saw a lot of people in quarantine. Okay, I hope it's almost done. Yeah, 14 days is still long. Yeah, thank you for checking in because we're going to talk a little bit about emotions. So it's really important to be aware of like what your emotions are or what your physical. There are some signals are telling you or messages are telling you you need rest or you need some self-care. Okay. And most of the ETF coming back from the US right now, soon you're going to face the new semester. Okay, so I want to ask, what are some of your feelings? Like facing this coming new semester, you're going to be a new different school. You might meet new different LETs or new coordinators. So what are some of your feelings? There are 25 emotions and it has numbers on it. So you can just type in the chat box, like what are some of your feelings right now? Not right now, facing the new semester. Okay, you might not just have one emotions. Maybe you will feel maybe annoyed, 5. You might feel worried, 6. You might feel excited, 12. Yeah, you can put what's your feelings in the chat box. Everybody might be a little bit different. Okay, I see 8 anxious, 12 excited, 6 and 12 worried, excited, anxious. Yes. Okay, 8 and 12 anxious and excited. Feel depressed? I thought starting school, if it's online, some people will feel depressed. Again, like why? Yeah, thank you, Gretchen. 3, 12. Yeah, doubted, excited. Hooray, like school starts. Sad. Yeah. There's like different kind of feelings, mixed bags of feelings when facing this new semester. You might be excited to meet your new like LET or students, but also you're anxious about like the school might not give you the schedules or like some of these things, uncertainties that will bring us anxiety. Okay, so make sure you know that right now you're facing different challenges. You will have different emotions, which is very common. Okay, and please don't judge yourself. Like, why am I being so annoyed? Why am I being so anxious? Like, we will have these emotions is very common, a very common thing. All right. And haven't seen you guys for so long. So during this pandemic prevention time, there's a lot of time you spend at home, maybe back in the US, or maybe you stayed in Taiwan, you stay in Taiwan. There are lots of time being indoor. So I'm curious about, because recently everybody is in different parts of the world, some in quarantine, some in the US, some in Taiwan. What are the recent you? Okay, so you will see 3 boxes. The first box is an adverb. The second box is a verb. Okay, the third box is a place. So I would invite you that you can type your name and then 3 numbers in these boxes. What is the recent you? For example, Jane excitedly eating well, sleeping well in my bed. And not right now. That's like recent me. Okay, so for me, Jane excitingly, 0, and then eat well, sleep well, 1, in my bed, 8. Yeah, that is the recent me. Okay, so like you can just type in what is the recent you. There will be 3 parts we're going to discover later. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that when you type in the chat boxes, things you want to share. Okay, if you don't want to share, it's okay. You don't need to type it in, or you can make it up. I love you the same. Okay. So I see exciting, reading. Wow, so productive in the living room. That's nice. I'm glad you can be in the living room now. Relaxing, vegging out, all in my bed. Yeah, I'll ask you again when the school starts. Yeah, relaxing, exercise, watching YouTube, Netflix in my bed. Yeah, that's nice. Any recommendation on Netflix? Yeah, everybody's watching Netflix. What is this? Oh, yeah. Chris, you might be ready for the school, huh? Journaling is good. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, Jake, not Jane. Be peacefully. Oh, peacefully journaling at my desk. That's beautiful. Relaxing, exercising, lying on the ground. Sounds like yoga, maybe. The neat, happily watching YouTube in the living room. That's nice. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Everybody recent have different schedules, right? So feels like everybody's being relaxing, peacefully, happily, doing a lot of things like make you feel nice. Okay, but right now school is gonna start soon, or like your new journey gonna start soon. I want to ask you, what are some of the ideally combination for you? For example, because I've been working from home almost 2 months. I was exciting, eating well, sleeping well. That's me. But I feel like it's been 2 months. I need to be more productive. So my ideally combination might look like relaxing, thinking about my life and career in front of my desk. Because most of the time I was on my sofa, I was in my bed, I was in the kitchen table eating, yeah, oh, cinnamon buns or Korean food, eating a lot. So the second part, I want to invite you to think about some of your ideal combinations. Okay, so what are your ideal combinations? 3 numbers for you. So for me, Jane, the second part will be 1, relaxing, thinking about my career, or future, and the past at my desk. Okay, if your ideal combination is not on this list, you can add yourself. Okay, so I'll give you 2 minutes. This is really important. I want you to think a little bit for yourself. That what are some of the things you want to do, especially the coming semester or the coming adventure in your new site in a very unfamiliar place. Okay. Sorry, you see half of my face is because Google Meet, when I share my presentation, I can't see your chat box, so I will be like moving back and forth. Okay. It's not, I'm not losing interest in all of you. Oh, hey. What? 509. Happily, keep happily talking family and friends in the kitchen. In the kitchen? Okay, cool. Rationally, thinking about life at my desk. There's a lot of things to think in your life, right? Especially maybe your next step after the ETF, or what are some things, some of your goals you want to achieve in Taiwan. Like I saw someone like learning Chinese. Yeah, from elementary school, right? Excitingly thinking about life. Mm-hmm. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like reading. The school's gonna start. You still want to continue that. That's really nice. Rationally thinking about life. Lying on the ground. Very good place. Yeah. So it's really nice that you can find a place that you can feel grounded, like the ground, or like you sit or lie on the sofa, like to be connected with your environment. That could be a very good like physical touch that could also calm a person down. Excitingly talking to family and friends at your desk. I like that. Yeah. Peacefully thinking about life at my desk. Well, lots of thinking about life. Okay, yeah, probably can share with me some other time what have you thought of your life, and hope that Fulbright can bring you a different perspective of your life, or this new coming challenge could have more um, exciting things in your life. Okay, so there's a little bit difference is like you've been in one kind of situation for a while and now you're switching to ideally combination. All of these are great. Okay, and um, the third part is what are something you want to do or you want to devote to while you're in Taiwan. Okay, you can share something you are willing to devote to. So you don't necessarily need to put any numbers on there. Is there anything you want to do in Taiwan, like in your new challenge? For example, maybe you want to learn Chinese more, or you want to talk to a stranger, or you want to practice your yoga. Anything that you're willing to devote yourself into this thing. So nice. Learn Chinese. So yeah, you can talk to coordinators in Chinese. That is a good way of practicing, especially right now into your second year. I know that lots of people are learning this language skills. Yeah, what are some things you want to devote yourself to? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Forming relationships with your students. Yeah, learn and support local policies, hikes. Yes, Jake. Hi, Jake. Do you raise your hand? Is there something you wanna share? Okay, I think that was okay. If you have something, you can go ahead and open your microphone. Okay, hike, backpack monthly. Yeah, luckily right now after your quarantine, um, there's lots of places are opening. But make sure you know that some of the places you need to make reservations. Like if you want to go to the zoo or like the Muse Park, like some of these places they have like limitations of people visiting. So make sure you when you get there, it's open. Okay. Oh, hike Jake Mountain. I think if you have a foreign passport, you don't need to go through the lotteries. Like it's really hard to get climb Jade Mountain. Like I draw for almost a year to get the chance to climb Jade Mountain. So yeah, seize this opportunity. Improve Chinese and Chinese. Make more friends with local bagel ladies. Oh, tell me what are the good bagels in Taiwan? Yeah. Oh, Jake, no worries. Travel around Taiwan, improve Chinese, continue reading. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Jade Mountain, go for it. But the Sun Moon Lake, I think it's canceled this year. I hope that you still get a chance. And also, Megan's not here. This advisor is recruiting Dragon Boat. If you know that the Dragon Boat team, they're still racing in October. So if you're interested, you can talk to me or Megan later. We can put you in the team. It was supposed to be in June, but right now it postponed to October. Yeah, okay, that will be a fun experience. Okay, thank you for sharing. This is just like a little check in with all of you that we're preparing ourselves into this new environment, new site, and your new journey. Okay, and then you will be meeting new people. You're going to be meeting new ETFs. You will be meeting new advisors. You'll be meeting new coordinators. Lots of LETs. Okay, so we're gonna do a little activity. Okay, so I want to invite you to find 5 pieces of paper. Okay, if you want to join, you have to open your screen so I can see your answers. Hold on. I want to see all of you. Okay, so oh, there's 33 of you. Wow, that's a lot. How can I see all of you? I think I can't see all of you. Okay. So, okay. It's okay. All right. So, so what we need right now is 5 pieces of paper and then a marker, a pen. Okay, later on, everybody have paper? I will give out a statement, and what comes in your mind first, you write it down on the paper. Okay, for example, the first statement is, when I say blue, what comes in your mind? So everybody, you can just write down, when I say blue, what comes in your mind. Okay, and then I will count 1, 2, 3. Okay, when I count to 3, you show it to the screen. Okay, so when I say blue, everybody can just like write down your answer. And then when I count to 3, you show it to the screen. Okay, which answer has the most people right wins the point. Okay, so it's pretty simple. This is just an example. If I say, when I say, what was the color? Blue? What's this color? When I think of blue, what comes in your mind? So 1 through 3, you show your answer. You see my answer. What's everybody's answer? Sky. I see sky. What else? If you don't have a paper, maybe you can. Yeah, ocean. Birthstone. That's really cool. Sky. I see lots of skies. Yeah. Okay. So like, I see lots of skies. So like, sky has the most people write this answer. So if you write skies, you win the point. Okay. But today I found some technical problem. I can't see all of your answers. So I can't count who's winning. So let's just go through this activity and have fun, okay? And I will just read the answers I saw on the screen. Okay, so you guys ready? The second statement is, when I say Taiwan, what comes into your mind? Okay, now you can write your answer. And then later I will count to 3. When I say Taiwan, what comes in your mind? Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Shared on your screen. Pretty, food, Taipei, bubble tea. Okay, I see some of these answers. None of these are. Yeah, these are the only 6 I can see. I apologize for that. Okay. All right, the next statement, when I say the best part of your break or your vacation, what would it be? Maybe it's a camp, maybe camping, maybe it's a hike, maybe it was with your family. What is the best part of your vacation break? Now you can go ahead and write your answers. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. Spending time with friends, Food. Emily, you love food, huh? Okay, I saw someone still writing. Sleep. Friends. Nice. Okay. Wow, no one has like the same answers. Okay, let's try another one. Okay. The next one is the place I would recommended people to go in Taiwan after the pandemic. Okay, any place you will recommend other people to go after this lockdown. Okay, you can write it down on your paper. Okay. Okay, if you're ready, you can show your answers. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Penghu. Yeah, Penghu is really pretty. Jiufen is in Keelung, Keelung, right? North of Taipei. Is there other places you will suggest? Yeah, Taipei 101. Okay, and then yeah, Kenting for sure. Kenting is really pretty. Yeah, you can look at other people's answers. These might be some of the places you can visit or travel. Okay, so the last one, the last statement. When I say COVID, what emotions comes in your mind first? When I say COVID, what emotions come to your mind first? Okay. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Anxiety, annoyed. Yeah, I'm so annoyed with it. Frustration, stress. Yes. Yes, anxiety, frustration, most of it are these kind of negative. Not a lot of people write happy, huh? Some people say that when think of COVID could be happy because they can work from home, so they think they don't need to commute. Okay, everybody have different feelings, but I can see on the screen most of it is anxiety, frustration, stress. Okay, thank you. You can put it down. Yeah. So like when we're going to move on to the challenges of these isolation and quarantine, what I want to mention is these frustration, um, these anxiety. Sometimes it comes from these loneliness or isolation, and there will be some challenges that we will face or we have faced for almost the past 2 years. The quarantine, COVID-19, or maybe you're changing to a new environment and meeting new people. These also brings a lot of stress. What are some challenges that we will face? Is we will be anxious about the uncertainties. People tend to be very anxious about things we don't know because we can't have control of that. So later we're going to have a little practice on what are the things we can control or what are the things we cannot control. And then when like during this COVID or quarantine, our pace of life is disrupted. Usually, it's really easy for us to forget about what time is it. We lose ability about knowing the time, especially when you're in quarantine in the like hotel. If they don't have a window, you don't know that is it morning or is it night. So it's really important that we need a sense of ritual that makes you feel secure. And also, some of the challenges you might face is your movement restricted. When doing everything at the same area, there will be one result is what makes you excited turns into something boring or turns into something that annoys you. Like usually routine, you eat, you rest, you exercise, you read, all in the same place. These might make you feel very annoyed or like or get very bored of it. And the last, the challenge that we will be facing is loneliness because isolate, quarantine, these you will be alone in lots of ways. Like even though like you can use your phone to connect with someone important in your life, but like physically you're in this room or in this space. Um, yeah, so even though you're really good at being alone, like some people know they are good at being alone, but sometimes we'll still get frustrated as well because human beings, we are social animals. So which means that it will be like sometimes it will be good to have like some energy when we're connecting with people. And when we are alone, our brain actually starts to have some pressure. And plus, we don't really have chance to practice being alone in our daily time. Most of the time, like you will be with students, you will be with LET, you will be with other ETFs, like you will be with your family. So we are not trained, or we didn't have a lot of practice of being alone. So these isolation and quarantine will magnify the loneliness. Um, Especially like in quarantine, magnify these loneliness feelings. And also because of these loneliness, it will make us have some physical and mental symptoms. And these are normal. Okay, just want to let you know if during this quarantine, it's 2 weeks, um, you will have an insomnia, can't really sleep, because maybe you're having jet lag, especially you're traveling from the US to Taiwan. It's hard for you to adjust that jet lag. And you're in this room, which you don't know it's daytime or nighttime. And it's hard for you and your body, melatonin, to know that when is it time to sleep. Okay. And then also you might feel depressed, annoyed, exhausted, and confused maybe about yourself because like it's all about you. So you will start to have like these kind of feelings, or over anxious about your body. You might think that maybe I'm sick, I need help, or maybe I got COVID, but I'm here alone. Will I die here? Like these kind of thoughts will come and bother us. So like these physical or mental kind of symptoms will start. You will have these are really normal. So later we're going to talk a little bit about how we can overcome or how we can face some of these challenges. Speaking of social animals, um, every human being have needs, and when we fulfill these needs, we will feel better. For example, if you're really hungry right now, like you're really hungry and you want to eat a lot of things, but I told you not to eat in during my presentation. Like, why are you eating these chips? No, you cannot eat. What emotions will bring you? You will feel really like angry. Like, what the fuck? Who is Jane? Why is she, yeah, nagging about it? Yeah. So like when our needs are not fulfilled, we will create emotions. And we have two very basic and important needs. One is individuality and one is togetherness. So either one of these um, needs are not fulfilled, we will start to have some feelings. Okay, so like if you're not being with people, your togetherness, that needs is not fulfilled, you might start to feel like very worried. I'm not meeting the people now. Will I make friends? Or you might feel angry, like, why am I stuck here? Why the COVID is still here? Like the Delta, like these things the feelings will create. Okay. Let me check the time. All right, we're gonna do a very quick self-check. There will be 20 questions. You can see like what are some of your anxiety levels right now. And please don't judge yourself that because there are going to be different ranges. If you're like in a very severe anxiety situation, don't worry. You can come to me. We can make a time to talk those anxiety out. Okay, so later the 20 questions there's going to be 20 questions below later and describe. You can pick which best describe how often you feel or behave this way during the past several days. Okay, some of you might arrive in Taiwan these couple of days, or you might in quarantine, or you might be in the States. Yeah, so everybody is different. You just see yourself during the past several days. If it's Okay, so these are the first 10 questions. So the first statement, I feel more nervous and anxious than usual. If it's A, a little of the time, or B, some of the time, C, good part of the time, or D, most of the time, you can just like write it down on your paper. The first question might be, maybe is most of the time. So you can write down question 1 and then you put a D. Okay, the second question, I feel afraid for no reason at all. Maybe it's some of the time, so you put B. Okay, so I'll give everybody like I hope 5 minutes is enough that you can write down what are some of your status. Okay. And you don't need to share the answers to me. Okay. Okay, 1 more minute. Um, Sorry, I just noticed the time. I don't think it's enough. So later, I'm gonna go to the next PowerPoint. You can screenshot it and then you can do it later when you have time. And if you feel like you're going through like a very severe or like a lot of anxiety or worried in your mind, you can email me individual and then we can discuss about that part. Okay, so you can also screenshot this part. Okay. In 10 seconds, I'm gonna switch to the next slide and you can also screenshot it. Okay, so 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so if you haven't finished reading this part, you can screenshot it and then I'm gonna move to the next slide. The other 20 questions will be these. So also the same, you can read through this sentence and see which number you are, what ABCD, which part, what fits you the most right now. Okay, 5 more seconds. I'm gonna change to the next slide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and the next slide is, this is how we will calculate the scores. So question 5, 9, 13, and 19. You use A at 4, B 3, C 2, D 1, and plus the rest A1, B2, C3, D4. And then these total score you added together and you times 1.25. Okay, so you will get a total score. You can also screenshot this part. Okay, I'm gonna change to the next slide in 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you will get a total score, so you can know if it's under 15 in a normal range, between 50 to 60 mild, moderate, and then severe. So you can see what are your anxiety levels right now. If you want someone to talk to, you can email me. Okay. I don't want to bring more anxiety or pressure to all of you, and I don't want to occupy too much of your time because I know that you have a long day and there's more sessions. So if you can't finish it, I love you the same. Don't worry about it. It's just a self-check to see how are you doing. Okay. And because of the time, I will share 3 ways to face this part. I will share this whole PowerPoint, send it to your coordinators, and they can send it to you guys so you can like finish the rest of the PowerPoint. Okay, so you don't need to feel like you're missing anything. All right, so there are 3 ways we can face this challenge. The first one is really important, is allow yourself to have feelings, because like having these feelings is not your fault, it's okay. We are normal people under these limitations, this restriction, unpredictable situation. We will have this anxiety, these worries is really normal. Okay, so accept what is the good parts, the bad parts, advantage, disadvantage at this pandemic time. No matter what kind of feelings, allow yourself to have it. Okay, when you allow your feelings, these feelings means you can accept what the reality brings to us. Okay, and then when we accept these, we could be more effective on changing these facts. So allowing yourself to have feelings is important, no matter it's anxious, no matter it's frustration, and then it's okay. So this little practice for everybody is to allow yourself to have this feeling self-talk. It divides into 3 parts. You can start to think what are some very common feelings that comes to you recently. You have to be aware of it. The first part, you have to say like hello to this feeling, because you tell like you notice it. So maybe it's frustration. Okay, sorry. Or okay, so maybe hello, frustration. I notice you. Yes, I know it's uncomfortable. Yes, I notice you. So it's really important that you can recognize this feeling and then let this feeling know you want to take care of it. I know it's uncomfortable, but it's okay. Okay, it sounds silly, but it's really important that you can have this talk with yourself. It's a little bit different than pep talk. It's more like you're accepting all kinds of feelings of yourself. If you can't recognize the feeling at the moment, you can tag like, hello, headache, I notice you. Yes, I know it's uncomfortable, and yes, I notice you. So it's really important to notice this feeling, or your body is telling you something. Okay, and the second one is focus on what you can control. There are lots of things we can't really control because like COVID happened, we can't control any of these things. How many people being diagnosed, we can't control this thing. So later, after you have time, I want to invite you to do a little practice. Because practice, you need a paper, you need a pen So you can draw a square. Sorry, this being diagnosed is there. So in the square is things you can't control. And also draw a circle, things you can control. And maybe give yourself like a 5 minute to write about things you can't control and the things you can control. For example, COVID made me anxious. I can't control about this COVID situation. What's on the news? I can't control what the news says. The room is so small. I can't control this hotel that I picked is assigned by Fulbright. Okay, I can't control people being diagnosed. I can't control when can I make new friends. I can't control can I get along with a new cohort. These are things I cannot control. But when we focus on these things, it will make us more anxious. So it's really important that we can start to think on things we can control. Things I can control is make myself more comfortable when I'm worried. If I'm worried, I can go cook something, I can go clean my room, I can listen to music. These are the things I can control. Learn to care of my physical and mental health, or do something makes me happy. I like cinnamon bun. I like food. I like watching TV. I can do something make me happy. Or you can choose what information you want to receive, and you can also control. Learn about what are your interests. Like I can't control like other cohorts' interests, but I know about maybe I like yoga. Maybe I can later on I can meet some yogis that could practice yoga with me. So come back to yourself and focus on some of the things that could control that could really be helpful. Okay, I'm gonna finish this third one, and we're gonna finish this presentation. Okay, so the third one is you can find the benefit of it. Okay, right now maybe you're in quarantine. You can find the benefit of it. You might think that no way, like there's no fun being in quarantine. Like I'm being restricted, like I can go out. Yeah, if I'm staying at home, like I will get fight with my families. But it's important to find like some positive ways. If you're doing quarantine, you can find what you can do during this quarantine. You can list 5 things down, maybe clear your to-do list, practice yoga, sleep a lot, read some of the books you don't have time to read before. Okay, if you're moving to a new site, what are some of the challenges I can do in a new site? Maybe I can try different food here, practice Chinese with the locals, or I can find travel different parts of Taiwan, talk to new people, or find a coffee shop I like. So try to do like something different, or try to find the benefit of it that could also brings a different perspective for you. Okay, because of the time, I probably need to pause here for a little bit. There's a more, I'll share this PowerPoint to the coordinators and they can share it to all of you so you can finish reading. There's other 6 ways that could help you to make this isolation more energetic. Okay, so I'll let you guys read through it, but the last part is the most important part is my email. Later, you're going to be here in a year, for a year, right? If you have things you want to talk about or discuss about your future, your stress, your emotions, or like something happened, feel free to email me, and then we can schedule a time to meet online, hopefully in person. But right now, so far, it's a little bit challenge. So this is my email. I think is important to put it down. Okay. If you have any questions, you can also email me. And then I'm not sure about your next schedule, but I think I have to leave this room. I see Kevin, right? So they are having their next schedule right away. Maybe he doesn't know. But I have to say goodbye to you for now, and hopefully see you guys soon. Yeah, and thank you for participating. I know it's